Hello and welcome to Ginger Prime. My name is Brian, and if you're a returning subscriber, what's up, Soul Nation? Unfortunately, I've got some bad news as it relates to the release window of Beyond Light. It looks like it has been pushed back to November the 10th out of the September timeframe and back in line with Cyberpunk 2077 and perhaps even other games with the release of next generation consoles. Honestly, it's not real news, in my opinion, that things are getting delayed and pushed back. That's what we're seeing overall with the industry and the standard and how things are going on today. So today, what I'm going to do in this post, we've got also the TWAB, This Week at Bungie, to go over in detail. But as far as it goes, I'm going to open up with their statement regarding the release window for Beyond Light and kind of talk about that, and then kind of give perhaps maybe the good side of it. In this case, while I don't know how Season of the Rivals is going to play out with the expectation of it lasting much longer, going now through November, now things getting pushed back through November, the Halloween event coming now as a part of the current updates, and obviously, just delays being delays. How are they going to pivot and adjust? But let's go ahead and dive into their post real quick. Let's cover that, and then we'll go and talk about that, and also talk about the This Week at Bungie as well. Anyway, it starts... We have made the decision to move the release window of Destiny 2 Beyond Light to November 10th. As the first chapter in a new trilogy of expansions, Beyond Light is the beginning of a new era for Destiny 2. We have a powerful story to tell and an incredible new features that we're really excited for players to experience. As always, our goal is to make the coolest, most entertaining expansion that we possibly can make to our fans. And to that end, we're going to do what's best for the game and moving it towards launch, or to the launch date. The past few months have been a challenge, and we continue during this pandemic, and we will learn to create together in a new way by having to work apart from one another. Despite these hurdles, we're still committed to the same level of quality that our fans expect. Over the coming weeks, we'll be unveiling more about what we're working on for Beyond Light and what it also means for the Season of Arrivals, which is now extended to November the 10th, and Beyond Light sets the stage for an incredible future in Destiny 2. And though it's coming later than we originally anticipated, we're excited to continue that journey with you this November. And so first and foremost, obviously any kind of delay is never fun. It's never, like, yay, now we have to wait longer. The nice thing is it's not like it's a release of a brand new game, at least that's what we're led to believe. As an expansion in and of itself, we can currently still play Destiny. And with the fact that there's content vaulting, as somebody who is now just returning back into PvE content, this is a little bit of a relief having that deadline pushed out. I don't have to grind as hard. I don't have to, make sure I play every day. At some point, though, the sad fact of that, the other side of that coin for somebody who doesn't have who's like me, and it like, hey, I have all the quests done. I've got all the stuff. What are they doing? They're just grinding out power for it to go away in the new season. And so on the other side of the coin, for the long time hardcore players, this is, not going to be fun. If I was on that side, man, how frustrating that would be. So that's always going to be the take, the ebb and flows of these kind of games when it comes down to players who play hardcore and serving their hunger levels for new content, and then players like me who pretty much just primarily PvP'd for the last 3 years, and now coming into PvE going like, wow, there's so much I have not been doing in this game. So my heart goes out to them, and at the same time, I'm going to take advantage of that time. I did not think I was going to be able to get everything done. However, now it feels like at least I'll be able to get more things done, more things unlocked and experienced before they go into the Destiny content vault this November 10th. So it's going to be interesting to see how this competes with Cyberpunk 2077. All right, guys, now let's talk about This Week at Bungie for 7/16/2020. And so let's dive in. We're going to do a full read through just to cover it for you guys if you like that kind of format. If you don't, let me know in the comments below. We can try to make these Destiny updates something that is really enjoyable, but for that I'm going to need your feedback as to what you are hoping for, what you're expecting, and more. But anyway, this Week at Bungie. This Week at Bungie, we're extending the Season of the Arrivals. The launch date of our next expansion, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, has been moved to November 10th. And if you haven't read that or seen that full announcement, rewind this video or check out the links in the description. So you up to speed? Well, we're sad to keep Secrets of Europa under wraps for a few weeks. Our dev team is putting the work in to deliver an adventure that is worthy of your bravery. Doing that work in our homes finds us very far away from our usual ideal of working together in the studio. Currently, still quarantined. So we're taking time we need to get it right under the most challenging of conditions. With the extra time between September and November, we've got some plans to make the most of the suddenly longer season. And you can see here, Solstice of Heroes, but Festival of the Lost is coming in October, and that's going to run through November the 3rd. Moments of Triumphs is going to be extended to November the 10th. The Show Must Go On Festival of the Lost will now take place during the Seasons of the Rivals, beginning October 6th. We're planning a handful of ritual activity modifiers to look forward to: increased Valor, increased Infamy, increased Redacted, and additional Iron Banner events between September and November, and more. So I think probably critique is like, well, maybe a lot of this stuff is stuff you already have, rehashes of what's already in existence. Honestly, I would give them some grace here in this case, just because of that fact. It's like, hey, well, those assets aren't ready. Let's go ahead and use what we've got and kind of bring that back. But that's what I'm expecting. They could surprise us, of course. We know that no amount of extra Infamy or Valor will keep your hunger satisfied, but we will have a few more surprises to share with you on the road to launch, so stay tuned. In the meantime, the pages that appeared on the day that revealed Beyond Light have been updated with all the new and relevant information. Bookmark them and pass them along to your friends, and some in-game UI elements will not reflect the new launch date and the future update. Maybe we are conquerors. Contrary to what Zavala believes, many among you became conquerors last season with the introduction of the Grand Mastery difficulty Nightfalls. Even though we turned the challenge up to 11, you were still able to smash through the ranks and enemy combatants and earn your prize. While this season will follow the same flow, completing all available Nightfalls on Grandmaster difficulty will earn the Conqueror title, and maybe some adjustments to activity rewards to make things feel a little bit more fruitful. As a refresher, you can see some of the patch notes here. The Nightfall Ordeal increased Masterwork material drop rates for the Nightfall difficulty. The Grandmaster completion of Platinum, Gold, and Silver levels now have higher chances of dropping an exotic armor item. Grandmaster completion of Pendulum levels, or Platinum levels, now guarantee the Ascendant Shard. Grandmaster completion of Gold now guarantees 2 Enhancement Prisms, and Grandmaster completion at Silver level now has a small chance at 2 Enhancement Prisms. So if you're on the hunt for the perfectly rolled exotic piece of armor, you are trying to fully masterwork as many pieces, armor pieces as possible, it's almost time to put your skills to the test. So Slay the Darkness, claim your loot, and Grandmaster difficulty becomes available on Tuesday, July 21st at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Farming with Dogs. Last week was pretty crazy. Bungie Day brought us an update to Destiny 2, unlocking new exotic quests, new Umbral engrams, and more. 5 raids also entered featured status, losing their weekly loot lockouts. In other words, players can now play the featured raids multiple times a week to grind out high stat armor and raid exotics that they may not have earned yet. If you've been taking a swing at the Mountain of Triumphs objectives this year, you may have also noticed that the Contender's Ghost Shell from Besieged Leviathan has become available through a Triumph. In the last few days, an issue came to light where the Contender's Shell perks also lost the look and loadouts, combined with some raid encounters that could be completed in under 5 minutes. This led to an incredibly quick way to earn bright engrams, which further increased legendary shard and glimmer earn rates. As such, the Seeker of Brilliance perk has been temporarily disabled. Our current goal is to have a hotfix in early August that adds the weekly lockout back to the specific perk. Once we have more information on the expected patch date, we'll let you know via Bungie Help on Twitter. As a note, the Seeker of Opulence perk remains active if you're looking to round out your exotic collections or earn better rolls on exotic armor. Equip this Ghost Shell before jumping into the Leviathan raids. Earlier this week, Destiny 2's hotfix patch 2.9.1.1 was released, addressing a collection of issues that impacted controller inputs and general gameplay. Player support teams have a quick list of high-frequency issues that were resolved in the collection of other bugs that we're tracking. In the report, Beyond Light release date, as announced previously, the new release date Beyond Light is now November the 10th, which this changed. The end dates, the season arrivals, and Moments of Triumphs have also been moved to November the 10th at the weekly reset. An implementation of the related system, such as moving to certain activities to the Destiny Content Vault and the effective max power level through Infusion, and also been pushed back. Resolved issues. On Tuesday, July 14th, released hotfix 2.9.1. And with this, we've got the following resolved issues. Wither holds projectiles appeared randomly on screen using abilities or stowed away. The reassigning interact button didn't revive players on custom controller scheme. When glide jumping canceled, Warlocks and Titans auto jumped after landing. Remember that. Hunters kneeling after dodging when using crowd hold, but stood when using toggle crouch. The fencing salute emote allowed players to get out of the environment. The emissary whisper triumph has been removed, and players could get stuck in the prophecy dungeon's hallway between the wasteland and hexadendron areas. Current known issues. While we continue to have investing various known issues, here's the list of the latest issues that we reported via the help forum. The Contender's Ghost Shell Seeker of Brilliance perk has been temporarily disabled. Some players can't progress to the Means of the End quest. While we continue our investigation, players can progress this quest by using an alternative character or joining another player who has already started the mission. Players who didn't claim the reward for completing the Means to an End quest in one of the previous weeks will be locked out from acquiring and completing the following week. Players will be able to acquire the quest again the week after the blocked week. Players who are unable to launch the interference mission may be able to play through and complete it by joining someone who else is already in the mission, and we continue to investigate Beaver error codes appearing frequently on the Steam platform. And then they go into their subtweeting challenge and various videos of the week. And so finally it concludes. A major announcement like the one we dropped today creates questions. We know that you want answers to some of the questions, and you've been asking since the original reveal of Beyond Light. Those answers were hard to come by in the recent weeks while we refactored our deadlines and development cycles. The good news is that we now have more time to tell you everything that you need to know about this expansion, and that's going to change Destiny 2 in the weeks and months to come. We'll share all that information you need to plan your game time leading up to November the 10th. So, guys, I stand by kind of what I said. Like, obviously, this is both disappointing and exciting. It's exciting because I can experience more of what most people have already experienced. It's disappointing because, obviously, there are many people really excited and looking forward to Beyond Light. That's just the reality of the situation. As always, I'm going to root for the dev team. I'm going to pray for their safety and health and well-being. And I like that they're taking their precautions to both deliver us, hopefully, the best game that they can make and give to us, but at the same time also keeping their team and their people safe. Because at the end of the day, this is about people. We should definitely have some hope and some care for that. If not, hopefully they're going to find some ways to help keep us entertained through the months of September, October, and in this case, up to November 10th. Guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts, what you're feeling. Sound off in the comments below. Thank you, and welcome to all our new subscribers and all our new members. You guys are truly incredible people, and I appreciate and love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the support. You're really helping me and my family out, and it allows me to sit back and create a couple more videos each and every week for you. I've got some guides, we got some cool stuff that we got planned, but now I'm going to go wrap up and go stream some Destiny 2 on Twitch. Hopefully you guys come check it out, but if you don't, no worries. Either way, love you. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.